Reacher's Alan Ritchson reveals he stole his world-class stunt double from Jason Momoa while filming their 2023 blockbuster. Alan Ritchson reveals that he took Jason Momoa's stunt double after working together on the 2023 movie Fast X. Ritchson played the double agent and villain Ames in the 10th installment in the Fast and Furious saga, which also starred Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, John Cena, Ludacris, Tyrese Gibson, and more. After Mr. Nobody's Kurt Russell disappearance, Ames succeeds him as the leader of the agency, but later reveals his true intentions as Dante's Momoa a lie and turns the agency against Dom's Diesel crew. While answering the web's most searched questions about him, Ritchson told Wired that he stole Momoa's stunt double, Ryan Taran, and never returned him to the actor. Ritchson shared that he had been working with Taran for a long time until a recent on-set injury changed their professional relationship. Check out his comment below. Ryan Taran, one of the top stunt doubles in the world. He's worked for guys like Hemsworth, boo, Momoa, boo. Me, yay. I stole him from Momoa on Fast. I did ask him if he wouldn't mind if I used him, Taran, and then he never got him back. Taran has been my stunt double for a very long time. We were working on a movie together recently, and he just got pretty injured, not good, demonstrating a stunt for me. And so now I'm working with a guy named Luke Davis, who's also amazingly talented, and Ryan has moved to stunt coordinate, so now we design fights together. Taran's stunt work has appeared in many major productions, including DC's Aquaman, Thor, Ragnarok, and The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. In 2023, Ritchson revealed that he had successfully brought the veteran stunt performer over to Reacher Season 2. He also joked that he hoped the actors whom he stole Taran from would regret letting the stunt double go in the first place. In addition, Ritchson praised Taran's work, sharing that the stuntman had brought a level of cleanliness to the fights to a degree that doesn't even compare to Season 1. In 2024, Ritchson also revealed that he brought his stunt double over to coordinate fights in Guy Ritchie's war epic The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Based on the timeline, it's likely that the on-set incident Ritchson referred to happened during the production of Reacher Season 3. It seems that while their work relationship has changed over the years, the actor is still proud of stealing Taran from Momoa, likely because he has learned a lot from Taran and values the work he put in. It would explain why they pivoted their working relationship to accommodate Taran's injury. Our take on Alan Ritchson stealing Jason Momoa's stuntman. It's great that Ritchson has found the perfect stunt actor to work with throughout multiple projects. His win doesn't necessarily translate to Momoa and Hemsworth's loss. Momoa has been working with his lookalike stunt double, Kim Farty, who has an equally impressive resume after appearing in Aquaman and Fast X as well. For his part, Hemsworth has one of Hollywood's leading stunt performers, Bobby Holland Hanton, who can be spotted in James Bond movies, Avengers, Endgame, and Mission Impossible Fallout. However, with both Momoa and Ritchson expected to return for the upcoming 11th installment in the Fast and Furious franchise, often referred to as Fast X. Part 2, some playful words might be exchanged between the two stars about the stolen stunt double situation, though it's unlikely for Momoa to have an issue with it. It might lead to a fun rivalry behind the scenes, which would be interesting considering the dynamic between Momoa and Ritchson's characters. When Alan Ritchson first stepped into the heavy boots of Jack Reacher, fans quickly realized the hulking actor wasn't just portraying the character, he was Reacher. Towering at 6'3" with the bulked physique of a heavyweight fighter, Ritchson brought a grounded, menacing, yet strangely likable presence to Amazon Prime's smash hit series. His ability to perform grueling fight scenes and realistic stunts became an instant calling card. But what many didn't know was that behind the scenes, Ritchson had an ace up his sleeve, or more specifically, a world-class stunt double he cheekily admits he stole from none other than Jason Momoa. In a recent interview promoting his 2023 action blockbuster Fast Falls the Hammer, a globe-trotting thriller where Ritchson starred opposite Momoa, the Reacher actor opened up about how he recruited stuntman Brian T. Donovan, a longtime collaborator of Momoa's, and a seasoned veteran of blockbuster-scale action. And according to Ritchson, the friendly competition over Donovan's talents became one of the highlights of working with Momoa. Greater than Brian is one of those guys who makes you feel invincible, Ritchson said, laughing. He's got this encyclopedic knowledge of fight choreography, weapons work, wire rigs, you name it. I'd seen his work with Jason on Aquaman and Sea, and I knew I needed someone at that level if we were going to sell these brutal, grounded fights in Reacher. So when we started filming Fast Falls the Hammer, I just kinda poached him. Ritchson says it all started with a casual conversation on set. The two actors, both known for their imposing frames and physically demanding roles, instantly bonded over weightlifting routines, motorcycle collections, and their shared love of crafting authentic action sequences. Greater than Jason's a brother, Ritchson said. We were swapping gym stories, and I casually mentioned, "Man, your stunt guy is insane. Would he ever moonlight on Reacher?" Jason grinned and said, "Bro, you can ask him, but you better make it worth his while." So that night, over tequila, Brian and I struck a deal. The deal, as it turned out, was more about creative alignment than financial incentive. Donovan, who had worked with Momoa for nearly a decade, was reportedly intrigued by the chance to help craft Reacher's distinctive brawler-style combat, a sharp contrast to the underwater ballet of Aquaman or the sword-heavy fantasy of Sea. Greater than Reacher doesn't fly through the air or swing tridents, Ritchson explained. He breaks bones with efficiency. The fights are brutal, short, and very real-world. Brian was pumped about the challenge of dialing back the spectacle and focusing on raw power. He told me, "I want to make it look like you could really break a guy's femur with your bare hands." And I was like, sold. By all accounts, the collaboration worked. Critics and fans alike praised Reacher's stunt work for its grit and believability, a refreshing departure from the wire-fu acrobatics that dominate much of modern action television. In fact, some of the most memorable scenes of Season 1, including the claustrophobic prison bathroom brawl and the brutal motel ambush, bore Donovan's fingerprints. Of course, Ritchson is quick to point out that there was no bad blood between him and Momoa. If anything, the rivalry over Donovan only deepened their mutual respect. Greater than Jason, and I would joke about it on set, Ritchson recalled. "How's my guy treating you today, bro?" he'd say. And I'd fire back, "Oh, he's good." Thinking about keeping him, it was all in good fun. Jason's the kind of guy who loves seeing his people succeed, even if it means sharing them. Donovan, for his part, has spoken publicly about the experience, confirming that both actors approach stunt work with an unusual level of hands-on dedication. Greater than Alan and Jason are both freaks of nature, Donovan said in a 2024 stunt coordination panel. Most actors tap out after a few takes of heavy choreography. These guys? They're fighting to do more of their own stunts. I'd be the one telling them to ease off so they wouldn't risk injury. They made my job both easier and harder at the same time. Interestingly, Ritchson hinted that Donovan might return for Reacher's highly anticipated third season, currently in pre-production, though he stopped short of confirming it outright. Greater than, let's just say Brian and I have unfinished business, Ritchson teased. I can't imagine doing Reacher's world without him now. He's family. As for Momoa, he seems to have taken the stunt double heist in stride. On Instagram, he even posted a tongue-in-cheek photo in 2024 of himself mock wrestling Donovan with the caption,